Here we go. Let's do a Vinyl Finds video. First things first, the new School Drugs Absolution 7-inch has 3 songs on it. Looks like this. Comes with this little card and this little packet of, I don't know what's in this thing. I'm not going to open it anyway. The band School Drugs. I think it's a side project of the Nightbirds. And wow, what a side project. This little 7-inch, all 3 songs are completely memorable. You won't forget them. It's on Indecision Records. They have a full length out, and this is their second 7-inch. School Drugs from New Jersey are well worth your time and effort on seeking out a really great new hardcore punk band with very memorable songs instead of the same old, just some guy with his baseball hat on backwards and a beard. That is not that. All right, let's get into a record that is horrible. This is the Tough Darts. This is the inner sleeve of the Tough Darts with Tommy Frenzy singing. And here is the jacket. There you go. This is the worst. This is terrible. This is a terrible, terrible record. Yet it's a record that everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people need. And as you can hear in the background, that is why you need this record. And it's because of side 1. And what's the song? Let's see. Oh, these are all mixed up. Anyway, side 1. The last song is called Your Love is Like Nuclear Waste. That song is terrible, except for the very end of it and the run out groove part. At the very end of it, they have a recording of what is supposed to be a nuclear explosion. And it continues on into the run out groove, and it doesn't stop. So if you don't pick the needle up, it'll keep on doing what you hear now. Just over and over again, this explosive sound. And that right there makes this record a must-have. Because you just put it on side 1, take it to the very end of the last song, and enjoy forever and ever, because it never stops. All right, and that's the Tough Darts. Okay, let's get into a band I saw at the Outer Limits Lounge in fabulous Hamtramck, Michigan, and they were called the Ignorantes. Here's the little cassettes they had for sale. And there you go, the white, blue, and red cassette. They didn't have an album for sale, and that was too bad. But I got what I could get. Well, now they have an album for sale. And this thing is called Paris que tuvimos demasiados hiatos. Yeah, that's what this thing is called. And this is a great punk rock record. I'm not sure where this band is from. Doesn't matter where they're from. Here's the record album. So if you're into stuff like the Spits and things like that, Ignorantes is for you if you're a lover of the Spits. All right. As you probably know, I went and seen Napalm Death recently, and I picked this album up at the merch table. And this thing is like a friend, a close friend. A close friend that, oh, and here's what the vinyl looks like. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this thing, because it's the little brother. There you go, not close friend. It's the little brother of this album. Thrones of Joy in the Jaws of Defeatism. And as you can see, the band, Napalm Death, were very friendly, autographed the record for me. And here's what that record looks like. Very clear and smoky. Anyway, this, I guess, accompaniment record called Resentment is Always Seismic? Yes, seismic. Yeah, I guess seismic. Resentment is Always Seismic. This thing is so versatile that if you think Napalm Death is just same song after another, you haven't heard this thing. This thing is all over the map. It complements this album very well, and both of them are nothing that you should pass up. Plus, if you go see Napalm Death live, you won't regret it. Here's the little flyer from the show: Napalm Death, Brujeria, Millions of Dead Cops, Frozen Soul, which is not a band name that I would choose. Anyway, let's move on. All right. This is something I've had for a while, but I'm going to show it because it's wonderful, and it is the Deadbeats' Kill the Hippies. And on the flip side is Final Ride, Deadbeat, IQ 29, and Let's Shoot Maria. And this thing is on Artifacts Records. So if you're into the Mask, LA, punk rock scene, then this record, 10-inch record, is definitely for you. So fans of the Germs and the Bags and the Weirdos and the Dogs from Detroit, Dead Kennedys, and many others will probably dig the Deadbeats' Kill the Hippies 10-inch. Alright, now, I also went and saw Melt Banana. And I will see them again in Fresno when I fly over there to visit Mona Blea, my best friend. And I brought this thing along to the show to see if they would autograph it. This is the much sought after first Melt Banana LP. It's called Scratch or Stitch. Let's move stuff around. Comes with a poster. That is very similar to the album cover. And here's the CD poster thing. And I've shown this all before. Here's the LP. Here's the little tattoo that came with it. And here is what Melt Banana did for me at the show. I brought, just this little thing. They autographed it, they did artwork on it. Melt Banana were very friendly, they were very nice. Unlike those 4 other women from Japan who were nasty, and Brujeria, who Brujeria treated me horribly over a t-shirt. Anyway, Melt Banana, Napalm Death, they decided to act friendly and nice, and this is the proof. So, if you get a chance to see Melt Banana, get ready for a bunch of nice people. And at the Melt Banana show was a band called REO Speed Dealer. They really went out of their way to autograph the record for me. They really went out of their way to be friendly and nice. This is a compilation record called Steers, Queers, Satanic Toaster Ovens. And this thing has Bobby Sox and the Teenage Queers, Pocket Fisherman, Chapstick, Lithium Christmas, The Sillies, Pumpkin Ethel, The Walking Time Bombs, Free Bleeder, Purvis, Sad Pygmy, Boxcar Satan, REO Speed Dealer, and Fakimos. And I brought this to their little merch table and asked REO Speed Dealer if they'd autograph this. And it was the lead singer at the merch table, and he saw what I had, and he said, wow, haven't seen one of those in decades, and he left the merch table. That's how great REO Speed Dealer is. That guy left the merch table and took this thing to the rest of the band members and got it autographed for me. So, Atoki Beaver, you're nothing. Brujeria, treating me like a jerk. This band, Melt Banana, completely acted the opposite. This is proof. And they were so happy that I had this compilation, because it's one of the rare, physical copies of their band name in its original form, which is REO Speed Dealer, which I guess some band called REO Speedwagon, who came before, got mad at him and made him change the name of the band to Speed Dealer. So they appreciated that I had a physical copy of their original idea. All right, let's get on to Tony Collins. Bullhead, almost said something else. Bullhead City, Arizona. He went and saw the Melvins. This is the Melvins' Bad Mood Rising. New Melvins LP, autographed by the band. And Tony Collins of Bullhead City, Arizona, bought this for me at the merch table when he went and seen him, and he had the band autograph it, which also means the bands that are unfriendly, they're a tiny minority. Most bands are very friendly. They love it when you buy stuff from the merch table. They go out of their way to accommodate you and be friendly. So don't judge a lot of bands by just a few who are jerks. Anyway, that Melvins record, the very first song on it, wow, you've never heard anything like it. It's one of the best. And since I'm hyping it, let's say the name of the record again, Bad Moon Rising. And the first song is called Mr. Dog is Totally Right. Check out the Melvins, Mr. Dog is Totally Right. Out of sight. Nobody's done anything like that as far as I know. All right. This is the lead singer of the Dwarves, Blag Delilah, and he's reading his new book, All right. Things just kind of slow down. Here's the record jacket. This thing is called Highland Falls. Something just fell out of it. Anyway. Not very good. Interesting, colorful, but not very good. And the book for this LP came with it, and again, not very good. But it is from the dude from the Dwarves, so I guess it's worth picking up. I really don't know what to say about it. It's just not very good. Now let's get into something by the same dude, Blag Delilah, introducing Ralph Champagne. This LP, it's like a Dwarves very versatile lounge act. This thing is amazing. There's nothing rock and roll. There's nothing punk rock. There's nothing heavy metal about this album. Oh, and look. Blag autographed it for me. He's not a jerk. Anyway, the songs on this thing are soft, loungy, and the most creative things you've ever heard in your life. Lolita Goodbye, She's All Mine, Your Girlfriend, Contraband, almost every song on this thing. Anyway, you gotta get it. You gotta pick up the Blag Delilah Introducing Ralph Champagne LP, available from the Dwarves website. Here's the little thing that the record came in. What an entertaining release that is. All right, let's get into the SCTV. Guest stars, I guess, part of this video. This is Robert Gordon, Too Fast to Live, Too Young to Die. He was in the Tough Darts for a while as a lead singer, and you can hear Robert Gordon singing for the Tough Darts on the CBGB's live double LP, which I don't have. The reason why I have this thing is because I'm a huge fan of SCTV. Anything SCTV I'm going to buy, and Robert Gordon was a guest star on SCTV. If you play this thing at like 40 RPMs or maybe even 42 RPMs, it becomes a great wild rock and roll record. He does a version of The Way I Walk, which a lot of people will know from the Cramps. He does it completely different. Not as good as the Cramps, of course, but still entertaining. He does a great version of the song Sea Cruise. Great version of the song Someday Some Way. Flying Saucers Rock and Roll. That's a fun song. Rockabilly Boogie. That's great on this thing too. And the plus to this album is Link Wray. The fabulous Link Wray is a huge part of this LP on RCA Records. Robert Gordon, check him out. Go onto YouTube, punch in SCTV, Robert Gordon, and you'll be a fan just like me. And I guess that's the end of this very complicated, messy video. Again, if the band won't autograph your record that you bought from their merch table or you bought from them years ago, kind of makes you wonder. Because, I mean, you bought it and they're into selling, so I don't know why the two shouldn't mix. And if an artist says that the two shouldn't mix mixed without extra money makes you excuse me, makes you question them. Anyway, Brewery is great. I love their records. I just probably wouldn't be friends with the band. But that doesn't mean I won't buy whatever they put out in product, because wow, they sound great. End of this video.